The 2018 Farm Bill.
Right.
It allowed medical programs to start, open up. Are you at all interested in cannabis in any way, shape, or form?
Interest would define interested. Like being a patient? No, necessarily, no.
Right. And you never really were you?
No, I never really was. I mean, like pretty much every college student in the country, and tried it back then, but like that was not necessarily legal.
Right.
But like I said, I think
like Obama, I think he's the first president to admit, or Clinton said he tried it and he didn't inhale.
Yeah, I think he's full of shit stuff. Sorry, I don't mean to swear. I think he was full of it. It's like, why would you go through all that and then not? That doesn't make any sense to me.
With Clinton?
Yeah, why would you go through all the problem of getting marijuana, lighting it up, smoking it, and not inhale it? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Well, I think if you've been educated and you heard that there's psychotropic effects, I think
you probably wouldn't take.
If you're a poser, there's something called. Remember that term, poser?
Well, I know. Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think you would. I don't think you would.
Myself on that one.
I don't think you would go all the way to the point of, all the way up and not actually do it. I mean, if you were that against it, you wouldn't even go that far. I don't think.
Sometimes I think people find themselves in certain situations where they do go along with.
No, I just don't.
Remember when your parents would say, if so and so was jumping off a building, would you?
I just don't buy it that he didn't. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. I mean, I really don't really think that much about it because I
don't either. And you mentioned it just a minute ago.
And I believe Obama was the first to really admit, like, yeah, I've tried this. It's cool.
Yeah. So there's always rumors swirling around all of them over the last 100 years.
Kennedy.
Oh, there's rumors all over the place. You pick a president, and there's a rumor that he did or didn't do, or he did illicit something other somewhere, or did something that. But there's no way. There's rumor mill, and then there's being able to prove it, admit to it.
Okay, so we shouldn't perpetuate rumors, but I heard on a documentary, and I've read before that it was widely known because of President John Kennedy's back problems, and he had Addison's, I believe.
I honestly do not know.
That he used cannabis in the White House, but who
knows? You never know. There's no way to prove it now, so it's not gonna.
Right. So there's been rumors for years about presidents. I think it's interesting that President Trump was around in 2018 during this, and it was Mitch McConnell who kicked the 2018 hemp bill into gear, and now here we are. Right. Again. Yeah. And Biden deschedulized it. So I think that's really interesting. And I think I'm going to stick like a presidential video in there.
All right.
Like presidents check out our video on presidents and cannabis.
Cannabis has always been closer to power than people realize. Even inside the White House, the conversation has existed. With John F. Kennedy, reports, often debated, suggested cannabis was explored for chronic pain. With Bill Clinton, the conversation went public. A moment in history where acknowledgement met political caution. Then Barack Obama, a different tone, a different era, open discussion, personal reflection, a shift in how cannabis was viewed, not just privately, but nationally. From quiet use to public denial to open conversation. This isn't just about presidents. It's about change, cultural change, policy change, and perception. Cannabis didn't just evolve in society, it evolved at the top. And that brings us here. This is our video.